basket. He's making his free throws at a higher rate, so that lends itself to being a little more effective in the half court.
Good observation. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Thank you, Kevin. Doc Rivers trying to help this Clippers team to the mountaintop. And Chris Paul said, I've never had a coach that wants to win as bad as I do, until Rivers. Rivers said, I'm just here to try to win. I always tell our players there's no guarantee to it. You have to be willing to get your hearts broken. Gentlemen.
He's getting him to lay it all on the line. Doris, thank you. There's the bucket. Good. Paul's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
The defense sagged off, and, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that three.
Here's Ibaka, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Biyombo's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Paul outside to the wing on the left. Here's Griffin, and he goes in for the dunk.
For a player with his explosiveness, that was ATM time. Cash money, the easy way.
Yeah, that kind of defense is not going to cut it against him.
Cash money. I like that, Clark.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
Well, looking back at that last game between these two teams, they lost the game. I thought the difference was they were badly out-rebounded inside, and it's so tough to win a game when you can't secure that ball.
Durant's checked in for Jones. Jordan, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Chris Douglas-Roberts. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Lamb, kick out to Adams. Pass to Ibaka. Feeds it to Durant. Unloads from 9 and misses it off the right side of the rim. And Clark, talking about rebounding, I'm sure that this team has been reminded of that by the coaching staff.
Without question. And you can't be surprised to see them really crash the boards in this one. They needed to get some second chance points, and their defense needed to limit the offensive rebounds at the other end. Definitely that was a focus for them, controlling and handling both backboards.
So here's Westbrook. The Clippers getting the bucket. Adams outside. Left side Durant. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Paul left side. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Lamb dishes to Adams. Down low. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Russell Westbrook, maybe the most athletic and explosive point guard ever to play in the NBA. Well, some people would say, what about you?
Well, it's hard to say ever. But Russell Westbrook clearly plays with the kind of ferocity that I've not seen at the point guard position. The only guy that comes to mind is probably Derrick Rose prior to his injury. I think Westbrook's aggression, powering through contact, probably gives him the edge. I mean, he plays almost angry.
A lot of torque.
A lot of torque. I mean, it's something to behold. I've not quite seen a guy at the point guard spot bring that kind of athleticism and speed and tenacity to the position.
Well, I like how you mentioned Rose, because I would agree, and that's a great way to kind of figure out where he is when Rose is healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
The pre-injured Rose was...
He was right in that same category.
You got it. Now here's Westbrook. 8 points for him. Ibaka right side. Shot clock at 6. Adams' shot is off. Clippers leading by 9.
And Russell Westbrook, maybe the most explosive first step in the league. He doesn't just get an angle on his defender. He leaves them completely behind with a free run to launch all those shots around the rim.
Now here's Paul. 11 points in the game. The shot by George, no good. It's Durant on the wing, defended by George. Durant kicks to Westbrook. Ibaka with the screen on Douglas Roberts. And Douglas Roberts is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, Westbrook, once he blows by that first defender, he is absolutely fearless attacking the help defense. High-flying power dunks, finishes with both hands. He's a bad, bad man.
Now here's Westbrook. Right now averaging 25 points a game. And Lamb kicks to Durant. Tries it from 19.
There are times when as a team, you find yourself missing shots that you know you normally make. I mean, that's just part of the game. But that's when you have to dig deep, stay focused, commit to playing defense, and count on your defense to keep you in there and eventually to bail you out of situations when your shot's not falling. Boy, that's some physical basketball out there. I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and an assault on the bucket.
Old school stuff there.
Yeah, there was a lot to like on that play.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
You know, an interesting statement came from the mouth of CP3 last year when he mentioned that he feels that Allen Iverson was the most influential player ever. Interesting. Most probably would have said Jordan.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Los Angeles leading by 11. And George kicks to Griffin. Lets it go from 14. Oklahoma City shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Westbrook passes to Lamb. Outside Durant. He dishes it to Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Takes it from 10. That's good on the jump shot. Westbrook's got 10 points in the game.
I'll tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
Paul dishes to George. Griffin a screen on Durant. Griffin attacking outside for George. Paul outside. Back to George. From the arc. Here's Jordan. Thunder with the rebound. Now here's Lamb. He had 13 points in the win against New Orleans.
He was exquisite in that game, Kevin. It wasn't just the scoring, it was the passing, too. And his teammates, you could tell, were just really enjoying playing with him.
Here is Douglas Roberts, following the score by Serge Ibaka. And Douglas Roberts kicks to Paul. Paul left side, takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Paul's got 13 points.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. Here's Durant. Oh!
Are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there. Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how Clark, brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
Now, here is George. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Douglas Roberts. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. He has 5.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Thunder trailing by 10. Here is Durant, averaging 29 points per contest. Pass to Westbrook. Drive by Adams. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
Great close out there, forcing the errant shot.
Well, he made it a tough shot again. He didn't give up on it, and he got a hand up.
Well, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this, for his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And he wasn't really a flashy passer like a lot of the great playmakers you think of, but just always in control. Kind of an old-school game, but one that was tremendously successful over the course of his almost 2 decades with the Utah Jazz.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Perkins, who's checked in for Steven Adams. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. Blake Griffin hits them both. Well, you often think of the Clippers as being an updated version of Showtime. They know how to grind out and get a win, too.
Yeah, I thought they were a little better defensively. They have guys that will certainly give you highlight reel material, but they're smart in how they attack teams and how they finish games, too. Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
Westbrook against Paul. Westbrook drives in. On the money from 12 feet away. Westbrook's got 12 in the game.
And with the Clippers, I think a big part of how they can grind out a win if need be is that they know how to get to the free throw line.
Griffin a screen on Durant. Here's George. An easy layup after coming off the pick. George has got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers. Thunder shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused.
Well, one way or another, the Clippers, as you said, they'll find ways to score points, even if it means selling a call or two. But you do what you need to do to get wins, and most players are open to that.
And here are the Clippers now. There's 37 seconds left here in the second, and it's Paul penetrating, and he can't bank that one in. Thunder trailing by 12. And count the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
What a play. The boot plus the arm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Jones is checked in, and Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Gobert, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Biyombo checks in for Blake Griffin. Wilcox is checked in for George. And Moore is subbed in for Chris Paul. Now here's Moore. 11 seconds left to play here in the half. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Biyombo. And the corner, Douglas Roberts with it. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
You threaten the defense inside and then find the open man on the outside. Good offense.
Here's Westbrook. No luck. And the first half is now in the books. Clippers lead by 12. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Scott, at this point in the schedule, a lot of games without much rest. How does fatigue play into your game plan?
Not much. It's a good thing they're young. They want to play. Well, they want to play every minute. We just have to do a better job taking care.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Griffin just having a terrific game. He has 17 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
Well, that's important. When you get to the foul line, any team, when you can outscore your opponent from the foul line, it's critical, and he's trying to do his part right there.
Ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Backcourt tandem, Westbrook and Jeremy Lamb. And it's Adams in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Steven Adams from New Zealand, the first Kiwi Clark ever drafted in the first round.
And Kevin, he played rugby growing up. He says that it helped him prepare for the physicality of playing inside.
And one thing I like about Adams, and maybe it's the rugby background, he plays with so much aggression, but always keeps an even keel. He's the one who sort of initiates contact. He becomes an irritant with his opponent, but he never retaliates, and that's real toughness.
Thunder trailing by 14. It's stolen by Allen. It's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Westbrook against Allen. Westbrook kicks to Durant. Screened by Ibaka. And Durant, here we go. And he banks in the layup. Durant's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, you look at Steven Adams. He's got